Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
That is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills.
Watson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Whitney merciless from his linebacker spot in to drop him in his tracks.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. Leaving him with his open man, the tight end fails. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Cousins. Looking deep downfield. Popped in the air, intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And here comes the Texans now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. On the left side, this is Stills.
Watson's pass.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 on the play. But it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
This is Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 35.
Johnson on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third.
On third down, Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Ball carrier.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Down. And 12.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. Smith catches left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mannion looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Madison. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Mannion. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
First and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Mannion. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Alexander.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carlos Watkins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Vikings 10. Texans nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Player spotlight time, and that player spotlight is shining on A.J. McCarron. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. But whatever the case, something to mix it up here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. Open man is QT, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
A gain of
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson.
Number 30.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's McCarron. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going on the ground with Madison. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Complete.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
Well, that
yards.
certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kick is
And he knocks it through. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
forward 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That was a pretty...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain.
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run with Madison. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit as they run up and send. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And McCarron will try again on second. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's McCarron. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The Texans.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun here, McCarron. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
On the option, they go with Johnson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A.J. McCarron.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now McCarron. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A.J. McCarron sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mannion. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Mannion sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just shutting him off there. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And that will come.
45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's McCarron. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McCarron.
McCarron's pass.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, McCarron. Got an open man, it's QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
McCarron.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DJ Waddle in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To try again after the sack, McCarron. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
McCarron's pass.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
15 yards. But it's now third.
Now here's McCarron on third. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
17.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they didn't change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
37-yard line.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Mannion. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Texans take over first.
A.J. McCarron on his way back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Tackled that time by Quentin Poling.
David Johnson, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
24, Vikings 17.
2nd and 8 coming up. Shotgun snap for McCarron. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now McCarron.
Yards to go.
He'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
David Johnson on the carry.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is McCarron. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
And 9 yards to go.
McCarron. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jaleel Johnson in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's now
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mannion looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on it.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Madison. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Tackle made at the 60.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The pickup. It's 2nd.
Another carry now for Madison. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Madison, the ball carrier.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
2 yards, good enough for a first. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is McCarron. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's McCarron. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
McCarron's pass.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Vikings take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. Give him 9 there on a 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a give to Madison. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll bang that one through. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A handoff to Johnson on the option. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Good carry and pickup for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. McCarron now to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
McCarron on first down. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The pass. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by...
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. McCarron, he'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
27, Vikings 24.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 27-24, a minute 45 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing is Mannion. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.